Today I am coloring a page using the Casa Arts Seasons Summer Collection. Here are the beautiful pencils that I'm using today, and here is the page that I am coloring for you today. These are the pencils that I have selected to color the page. Check it out. Now, I have never, I don't think I've done this type of clip before where I take out the pencils. I thought it would be fun to do this, so enjoy. See, I'm getting a little tripped up over there, but it's all good. I think you seeing the actual colors is a good thing. Here is the color palette of the summer pencils. This is the page that I am coloring, and this page is in the Home Sweet Homestead coloring book, a Creative Haven production. All right, it is time to color. I have a few things I want to share with you before I get into talking about the pencils. The first thing is that this is a real-time coloring video. When I get toward the middle and end of the video, I kind of cut some things out, but overall it is a real-time coloring video. However, it is not, and I repeat, it is not a real-time talking video. I am doing a voiceover, as you probably can tell. I was not able to talk when I filmed this video because I had a lot of noise in the background that was distracting for me. So I decided to just go ahead and film myself coloring, and I would come back to talk to you later. And I'm doing that now. Today is actually Friday as I film my voiceover, and hopefully I will get this video uploaded on Friday. But yeah, that's the situation. So no pencil sounds, just music and my voice. And I hope you enjoy that. Also, I will be talking a bit about sunflowers because sunflowers, believe it or not, are some of my favorite flowers. And the reason being is because of what they symbolize. As I move along in the video, I will share with you what the sunflower symbolizes. And I'll talk a little bit about the sunflower, the beautiful sunflower. Now, here is some little information about the colored pencils. I want to share my thoughts about this set, but not only this set, but just Casa Arts in general. This is the summer collection, 72 pencils, and I actually do like these pencils. They lay down pretty soft. They blend very well, as you will see during the whole process of me coloring this page, and I will actually complete this page on camera. Most of the time, I do not finish the pages that I color, but I wanted to finish this page because I wanted to see how the results would be with these pencils. I want you to know also, I'm talking off the top of my dome, off the top of my head. I have no script. I'm just sitting here looking at my video as I talk. So whatever comes up in my mind is going to come out, and it might not be said the proper way. So forgive me in advance. But yeah, the pencils, they lay down very softly. They are easy to blend. I like a soft pencil, and I like a pencil that doesn't make me work too hard to blend. The Casa Arts pencils here, they are budget friendly. I think they are, but they're not like super, super budget friendly, okay? I think they are like kind of midway as far as price is concerned. But these cost about $49.99, and when you can catch them on sale, they probably will run $39.99 or even $35.99. Also, I want to say this about these pencils, being that this is just the set. I was thinking about this while I was coloring this page. because I noticed that some of the pencils that I was using on this page started getting a little short. And I do know that these pencils that get short, I cannot replace them. So that's the downside of buying these pencils here. You cannot go and buy an individual pencil, especially if you get short and you need that color and it's running out. You can't replace it. You may have to go buy the whole set again. And that's something that I don't like to do, which is why I don't use my Castle Art pencils that much. For that reason, I tend to use sets most of the time where I can actually buy an individual pencil. So that's going to mean that most of the time that I use pencils that are higher quality, because I can go and buy an individual pencil, which I like, okay? I think ultimately, even though this is supposedly kind of budget friendly, I think it's more economical to buy a better set of pencils. This is just my way of thinking. Buy a better set of pencils, better quality, that you can go and buy an individual pencil if you need it. And that's the way I look at it. But overall, the way these pencils work, they work pretty good to me. They blend very well. They're not like the best, but I think that they work, especially if you're someone who's looking for a good budget-friendly pencil that is soft and blends very well. And of course, you like the colors. Castle Arts is pretty good in that sense. That's all I want to say about the pencils. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to pause a little bit, let you hear some music, and then I'll come back and talk about my beloved sunflowers. All right. I hope you enjoyed the music and I hope you enjoyed the coloring as well. Let's talk about the beautiful sunflower. And for this, I am looking at my notes, but it's just a bunch of stuff that I've jotted down in an outline form so that I can actually remember everything that I want to say about the sunflowers. So, sunflowers have always been uh, my favorite flower, especially when I learned about what it symbolizes. And I just took it as a beautiful flower and that I want to kind of radiate like a sunflower. Not kind of, I want to radiate like a sunflower. And so you may not know this, which I didn't really know it. I kind of knew that they come in different colors, but I didn't know that they come in these colors. Of course, sunflowers come in the colors of yellow, red, orange, white, pink, and purple. And being that I have a little bit of a science background, when I see the different colors, I'm thinking they did some genetic crossing here, some cross pollination to get these colors. I'm sure they did, but I just had to pop that in there. Now, each of the colors would symbolize something different, especially if you were to give it to somebody, and it would mean something as far as why you're giving it to them. Here is what the sunflower symbolizes. I have a list of things that I want to share with you, and let's get into it. And I will probably also do a little bit more talking about each of the symbolisms that I share with you. The first thing is that the sunflower is a very strong flower. It stands up straight, it faces the sun, so it has resilience. It can weather the storm. And I look at it as well, this flower is facing the sun and it is getting everything it needs. And that's why it stands straight up and it looks toward the sun. It symbolizes strength, longevity, abundance. Have you ever wondered why, which I have wondered this, why do they have sunflowers in autumn pages, in autumn coloring pages? And one of the reasons I think is because sunflowers symbolize abundance. And when you do your harvest, a lot of times harvesting is done after summer, going into the fall. And so I think that's why they include sunflowers on a lot of the autumn coloring pages. So we're getting a harvest, we're reaping a great abundance. The next thing, the next symbolism is wealth. Yes, sunflowers symbolizes wealth, good fortune. Sunflowers bring joy because they are mostly yellow, and yellow symbolizes happiness and positivity. And so the sunflower symbolizes that same thing, joy and positivity, happiness, loyalty, and faithfulness. And again, the yellow color is the color of happiness. These plants I mentioned when I first started talking about the sunflower, that the sunflower is a strong plant and it overcomes challenges. So I like to look at myself as a person who has overcome challenges. I'm a strong sunflower plant. And it also symbolizes friendship, non-romantic love, platonic friendships. Let me share this story with you. I had a classmate to pass away. I wouldn't say he was a classmate. He was someone that I took classes with. He was a couple of grades ahead of me. But when he passed away, I sent an arrangement of sunflowers. And sunflowers, although they represent strength and resilience and faithfulness and loyalty and happiness and all that, I also sent those sunflowers, the arrangement, because it represented to me the type of person that he was, the type of friendship that he had with me. And I just felt that that would be something to help the family to get past what they were going through, losing a loved one. So positivity, loyalty, faithfulness, friendship. Also, the sunflower symbolizes admiration. It faces the sun. Think of it as this sunflower is looking toward the sun and it admires the sun. And that's where it gets its strength, of course. And nationally, overall, the sunflower symbolizes optimism, gratitude. It usually is a type of flower that uplifts individuals and has spiritual significance. So as I stated about sending the sunflower arrangement to my friend's funeral, I wanted to also send a flower that would uplift their spirits. And that's what sunflowers do. They uplift your spirits. They make you feel better and have more optimism. And that is why I love sunflowers. You'll see me sometimes use sunflowers as an emoji when I comment to some people. And it's just because I'm trying to convey to them that you made me happy. Your comment has made me happy. I want you to have a wonderful day. I want you to have good fortune. I want you to have joy in your life. I'm sharing that sunflower because I know what it means, and I want to convey that message through an emoji to you. And that's all I have to say about sunflowers. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of the video. I am going to, of course, play some music, and I may come back to talk about some YouTube stuff. There's been some changes, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. And I know some of you who watch this video could care less about that because you don't make videos. But those of you who happen to watch this video and you actually make videos, then you may be interested in what I'm saying. Enjoy the coloring of these beautiful sunflowers. You know what? They are the star of the show, and they are going to shine with these Castle Arts Summer Collection pencils. Well, what do you think about my sunflowers? Are they making you smile? Are they making you happy? They're making me happy. Just looking at them. Yellow tends to bring that out every time. The happiness and the joy. Yes. What do you think about my sunflowers? And you know what? I used to eat sunflowers as a child. And there was a trick to getting the seed out of the shell. Those seeds are salty. The trick was we would just put it in our mouths, suck off the salt, crack it with our teeth, and somehow wiggle that little seed or that little nut, but the seed out of the shell. And that was some good eating. As you look at these sunflowers, you see the center. That's where the seeds are, in this center of the sunflower. And they produce a lot of seeds. And that's one of the symbolisms also of a sunflower seed. Not a sunflower seed, a sunflower. The symbolism, of course, is abundance. And you have a lot of seeds that get produced in one flower. And you can eat them too, and they good. Here you see me coloring the greenery on the sunflower. I am starting with a darker green, but of course I want to have some lighter green on the leaf, and that's what you'll see as I move along with coloring this sunflower. The pencils again are feeling pretty good, and I'm trying to think, did I have any breakage as I was coloring? I had a few pencils to break, but it wasn't many. And most of the time when the lead broke or the cord broke, I was pressing down too hard. And so I tend to try to have a lighter hand. So I didn't have that issue with the lead breaking. I just wanted to throw that in here. Now, let's talk about the changes that YouTube is making. It's got everybody talking. To get monetized on YouTube, number one, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you can get monetized at 500, but this is like the big thing, the main thing. 1,000 subscribers, and then 4,000 watch hours. But now, YouTube has moved the goalpost from 4,000 watch hours to 8,000 watch hours. They've doubled that time. It took me a whole year to get 4,000 watch hours. But one of the things that you should know about me, I really wasn't trying very hard to get 4,000 watch hours until I noticed that I was very close to it. And what I mean by that is that when I started this channel, my goal was not to get monetized. My goal was just to color and to share my hobby. I wasn't interested in being monetized. But as time went on, I inched up to the 1,000 subscribers as well as the 4,000 watch hours. And so, of course, I got monetized. But I want to say to you that make videos, don't let the 8,000 watch hours get you discouraged. You have to understand and know your why. Why are you making videos? Is it to get monetized? And if it is, then you probably will be disappointed. This is a slow growing, for me at least. I grew slowly. There are a lot of people that come on here and they can color fabulous and they can show you things. They are the ones who grow the fastest. And they are the ones who get monetized the quickest because people want to see what they're doing. They want to learn from them. I'm not one of those people that people are trying to learn from. So I grew slowly. And it was never my goal to grow and get monetized. Well, of course, to grow, of course. But it wasn't the main thing on my mind as it relates to making a YouTube channel. I just wanted to share my newfound hobby with people. That was pretty much it. But I want to say to you, know your why. If you're on here because you want to get monetized and you want to get partnered into the program, well, you might be, that might take some time. Know your why. Know why you're doing this. If you know that's why you're doing it, then you know what you have to do to get the 8,000 watch hours. Just put out more videos, do more content. That's what I think, if you want to get there quicker. All right. But always know your why. I am starting another channel and I'll be starting at 0. Yeah. Am I mad that I have to get to 8,000 watch hours before I can even get fully monetized? Nope. Because I know why I'm creating that channel. I'm not creating that channel to get monetized and to make money. I'm creating that channel to share something that I know how to do, to share my journey, and to teach people how to do what I'm doing. I know that I can make money a lot of different ways sharing what I know. And I don't need YouTube monetization to do that. Okay, just keep that in mind. All right. You see, I've come in with my lighter shade here on the leaf, as I told you before, that I want to come in and make it be a little bit lighter where I thought light would be on the leaf. And I arrived at this part of the video right on time. So you can see that. And I told you about the pencils. They do blend pretty well. I wouldn't say that my blending skills are up to par, but they are okay. I could have blended a little bit better as far as my techniques. Nothing's wrong with the pencils because I think the pencils are only as good as you are, and they will only do as much as you can do. And so I do know that they blend very nicely, but my technique, I still need work with that. But I'm good. I'm happy how everything turned out. Now, no more YouTube talk. I just want to encourage you to keep going on your channels and don't let this discourage you from making content. Just always know why you're doing what you're doing. And my goal is to build a community, to build something where people have somewhere to go where they feel comfortable and they can chill. So know why you're doing what you're doing. Don't let these changes discourage you. And one last thing I want to say about this, do know that this platform, we do not own this platform. Actually, it is a privilege to be able to upload to this platform for free. It takes a lot of money to run this platform. A lot of servers, a lot of stuff goes into hosting a video platform. And just think of the millions and millions of people that are on this platform and the millions and millions and millions of videos that get uploaded every minute. Think about that. It takes a lot of resources. So I'm just grateful that I'm able to upload to the platform. And I'm grateful that I am able to share coloring with you. And that's how I look at it. Now, enjoy the rest of the music. I think I will be back when I get to some other areas of the video. Well, some other areas of the page. I hope that I did not bore you about the YouTube changes, because I know a lot of you who are watching this video, you probably do not make videos on YouTube. But I thank you for watching. I thank you for listening. You may know somebody who might need to hear what I said about YouTube, and you can pass that information along to them. Here I am coloring the grass. I'm going to be using a few different shades of green to make it pop. How do you like the fence that I colored? I'm proud of my fence because I was not expecting it to turn out like this. I'm always surprised by how something looks after I finish coloring it, because I go in with the attitude of I really don't know how to color this, but I'm gonna do the best I can and use my imagination to put the color down. And I'm quite proud of myself with that fence. It looks very, very good. I'm going in with the green, a few different shades of green, and I'm going to be trying to do a little bit of blending. I'm just laying color down. I'm not doing any circles or anything like that. Kind of like a linear type of strokes. That's what I'm doing here. I'm sure you can tell that. Yeah. As you see, I am going up in here with a little bit of green, and then I'm going to come in with some other green to try to blend that in. I'm not the best blender, but I try. And these pencils, I do believe they do blend very well. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing. They're soft. I like the way they feel on the paper. I figure if I was using these pencils on a page that has higher quality paper, it would probably look even better. I'm just saying. and it would also feel better. I'm just saying. But yeah, I am coloring the little greenery, the meadow as I would like to call it. And I think it's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Now, I'm not bragging, okay, because I am the type of person who doesn't give herself enough, you know what I'm saying. I just I don't think that I color that well, so I don't really say, "Ooh, that look good. I know what I'm doing." No, I'm kind of like my own worst critic. So take that for what it it means. I'm just someone who likes to color. So we're going in here with these greens. I think that's chartreuse. I really like the chartreuse color. I think it's chartreuse. I didn't even see it. But if it wasn't chartreuse, I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, I like that color. It's one of, I think it's Foxy's. She really likes chartreuse. I haven't forgotten Foxy. But I'm just going through coloring my meadow here. I hope you've enjoyed this different type of video that I was trying not to do, but I know a lot of you do enjoy hearing my voice. So I felt that I needed to come on and do a little talking because you do enjoy my voice. And so I want to give you what you like. Here I'm using blue, a darker blue up here in the sky. It looks darker, but it's really not darker, but it's a darker blue compared to the other blues that I'm using to color the sky. And all I'm doing is just putting color down. I'm not trying to make any little circles. I wanted to have that airy look, like there is something else in the blue. And that's why I'm not coloring hard or anything like that. I wanted to have like it's a little misty look or something behind the blue. And that's my thinking. That's why I'm coloring it the way I'm coloring it. But yeah, this is the last part of the page, which is the sky. And I love how it's coming together. Blue and the colors of the sunflowers, they really pop together. They really, really do. Even if you look at just a regular photograph of a picture of some sunflowers, they will be up against that blue sky or blue background. It is so beautiful, so lovely. Oh my goodness, I could just stare at it forever. And that's what I'm trying to go for here. I am going to pause this, but I will be back to wrap everything up. Enjoy the music. Okay, I am back. I'm wrapping up the sky here. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And I also hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed creating it. It took me a long time to get this video done, you know, having to film it, color it, edit it, and then sit down to do the voiceover in a span of a few days, over a couple of weeks actually, because I had to do it when I could fit it in. But thank you so much for taking time to watch this video and to spend your precious time with me. I appreciate it. If you made it to this part of the video, do me a favor. Put sunflowers in your comments. That'll let me know that you watched it all the way to the end of the video. Or at least you got here in some type of way, huh? Thank you so much for your time and attention. If you have used these pencils, let me know what you think and how they have worked for you. Here is my finished picture. I think it is lovely. I love those sunflowers. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep calm and keep coloring.